Nobody wanna see it ever. No matter now. Oh. Hey, does Topher really eat babies? I don't know. I'll tell you though, I know who he is. Welcome to the stream, Bateman. You got beaten in today by Ryan. He beat you in. Welcome to the stream, Luna. Welcome to the stream, JT. Mr. Savage. JT. Former television champion right there. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the stream, Fury. Fury. You're going to be online after, aren't you, Elvis? Ryan. But ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. My X-Pac impression. Welcome. Episode 24 of Ignition. We are not. Where is that moan from? Oh no, that just took me right out of it. Oh god. Welcome to everybody who's tuned in. Sorry you might have missed that. Eamon just put the most beautiful emote. Well, welcome everybody. We are not far from Unbreakable now. A massive card today. And let's have a wee little gander, as Alvis would say. I know, Fury, I know, but that was too fucking help it. It was so funny. Caught me off guard. But we kick off singles action, the debut of Luther Rossi taking on television champion Joey Psycho. 6-man tag action. The bigger picture take on Jacob Reed, Jennifer Smith, and Jackson Miller. Third match of the night, best of 7 series continues. Mamba vs Kobe Dasher. Then our fourth match of the evening sees Taz Hendricks take on Keith Fishgold in pure rules action. Match number 5. Aiden and JJ team up once again to take on Matsuda and Takeshi. And then our tertiary main event, UIW World Champion Ricky Chelani in action taking on Chris Cannon. And co-main event, grudge match, Aaron White taking on Thanatos. And then our main event of the evening, Joey Steen takes on the returning Tone White. Should be one hell of a card, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's get right down to business. We kick off singles action. Television champion in action. Joey Psycho. Still yet to have a concrete opponent. At Unbreakable. Tonight he makes the walk first with that television championship. Well, not around his waist, in his clutches. Won it from Jacob Ziegler by beating Fox Newsom. And Ticket to Broadway. Welcome to the stream, Food. Nice to see you. It is indeed another episode of Psycho TV. A late one. At 11 p.m. Not long left to find a challenger for this young man. Welcome to the stream, Alpha Roos. How are you doing? Joey Psycho standing tall with that television championship round his waist. "23 days, I believe, as television champion now. Well, depending on if you won it on day 1 or 2 of Ticket to Broadway, but here comes the debuting Uiw Rossi, taking his sweet time to come out here and introduce himself to the Union. Here he comes. I've never seen the camera action like that, but here he comes. Making his UIW debut today. One-on-one with the television champion to kick off your career. That's an interesting, well, it's a tough debut, but certainly a chance to showcase opening matchup of the night. You know the opening match of the night always slaps. Got my youthful moments away from our opening matchup of 8 tonight. 8 matches, action-packed card. Some people said pay-per-view worthy. See if everyone can live up to said hype. Here we go, moments away, seconds away. Joey Psycho, television champion, Uiw Rossi. Here we go. And Uiw running straight at Psycho, clotheslines him in that far left corner. Goes for a boot to the midsection. Psycho having none of it. Sweeps that leg out from underneath. Now you know it's going to be a good match as Psycho starts bleeding. That's a surefire, telltale sign. He typically wins every match that he starts bleeding in as well. So maybe Uiw Rossi won't want him to start bleeding. Lovely moonsault off the ropes. Psycho trying to get up. Caught by a drop kick from behind. Overhand right count, rolls out of the way, Chrono tight, snap there by Psycho, boot to the back. They're going to drag Rossi up by the hair, by the beard. Rossi going to sweep that leg out from underneath. Take his turn, take charge of this matchup. Grabbing Psycho, arm underneath the chin from behind, turns into a neck breaker. Psycho trying to get up, kick to the back, rolls him over there, does Uiw. Uiw immediately rolls back over again. Trying to use the ropes to get back to his feet. Rossi's waiting for him though. Look at that lovely neck breaker. Off the flapjack on the ropes. Irish whip, rebounds, misses the back elbow. Psycho rebounds again, but stops his momentum. Little collision center of the ring there. Goes for a kick to the thigh, caught. Elbow to the thigh is what he receives. Now going to hoist up Psycho, but a couple of stiff elbows to the chin. Going to force a release for the television champion. Boot to the gut. Right hand, backhand, overhand right, super kick to the leg to take him off his base, and another super kick to follow up into the pin. Uiw Rossi looking for a very good debut win, but it's only going to be a 1 count. And a little roll up. Only going to be a 1 count. Those right hands there to the face, unloading on the forehead of Uiw Rossi. Boot to the face. Here comes Rossi, goes for a clothesline. Psycho catches it, lovely forearm to the face. Fisherman suplex there by Joey Psycho. Psycho, as you probably would expect, back in control of this bout now. Although he's being carried over to that near left corner, a little bit of snake eyes. Both men back to their feet, boot to the gut. Rossi has the chance to capitalise, doesn't take it. Irish whip into the ropes, rebounds. Big knee to the midsection, throws the kitchen sink at him. Both men back to their feet, it's Uiw Rossi in control. Irish whip, rebounds off the rope, again an elbow to the face, this time it connects. And Joey Psycho pops right back up to his feet after that boot. Goes for a stop, ducks a clothesline into a dragon suplex, which goes into the pin, but it's only a 1 count. Knee to the gut, boot to the midsection, spinning back elbow, boot to the gut, and a running knee. The really pig, 3 times. Twisted set the bot up, I'm no good with that. Now going to crack back on the arm. Couple of stomps there to the open palm. Beautiful slam there by Joey Psycho, who takes control. Uiw Rossi rolls to the outside, looking to recover. Joey Psycho up top, maybe looking to fly through the air. Drop kick from the top. Punch to the midsection though by Rossi. Underneath that bottom rope now goes Rossi. Going to get this match back in the ring. Psycho follows him. Up in the air we go. Psycho looking to drag. No, he's not working on that left arm. We've got both arms. Head going to bounce off that ring mat over and over again. And now Joey Psycho up to the top, looking to fly through the sky. Say Everest from the top from Joey Psycho out of nowhere. Looking to put this match to rest. There's 2. But Uiw Rossi kicks out of the count 2. Keeps this match alive for our first match of the evening. DDT to the leg. And looks like Joey Psycho has started to figure out the puzzle. There is Uiw Rossi. Rossi going to push him away though. Dragging Psycho up to his feet by the head. Body shot. Overhand right. Right hand. Uppercut by Uiw Rossi. Now going to pick Psycho back up to his feet. Clothesline. Takes Psycho right back down. Another clothesline. Takes Psycho right back down. Catches the leg. Lovely little sweep to take Psycho off his feet. And Uiw Rossi just like that. Back in control of this match. We look to scout up Joey Psycho perhaps for the finish. Boot to the gut. Here comes Uiw Rossi. Up in the air goes Psycho. Rossi looking to close in. 1, 2. Still only a 2. Rossi backing up. Goes for a massive clothesline. Sidestepped in an elbow. Followed by Joey Psycho. A stomp to the midsection, goes for a boot. Another boot, kick to the thigh, roundhouse kick. Oh, lovely super kick. Turns into a German. It is his debut indeed. And into the pin. 1, 2. Still only a 2. The outside goes Psycho. Flying forearm. Snapmare. Putting on a fire matchup for the debut. Goes for a running forearm, doesn't connect. Boot to the gut though by Rossi. Another boot to the gut. Rossi with Psycho up on his shoulders, but a couple of right hands from Psycho going to force a release. Shane Everest on the outside! Joey Psycho! Looking to put this match to rest! Needs to get Uiw Rossi back in the ring! Rossi up to his spin! Knee across the face! Into the pin! 1, 2! And still kicks out! What a match to open the show tonight! Boot to the gut. Another boot to the gut. Here comes Psycho. Psycho TV, baby! And now scouting him up for a third! St. Avarice into the pin. 1, 2, 3! And the television champion reigns supreme, but what a debut match. An early shout for match of the night, that's for sure. But a win for Psycho and Raccoon! Anthony Raccoon's come out here and laid them both out. Anthony Raccoon has just laid out the television champion. Laid out both men. Anthony Raccoon has been on a roll and he's just come after the television champion, and I guess wrong place, wrong time for Lufa Rossi. Every time you post that. But up next, six-man tag action. Of course, we'll be under unified UIW tag rules, which means I fully expect chaos. Out first, the UIW General Manager, the Paragon of Virtue, Brian Jacobson. Here he comes. Our UIW General Manager gracing us with an appearance tonight. Six-man tag action. As I said, it will be under the unified tag rules, so this will either be a really cohesive, great match, or it will be a massive brawl in the corner on the outside. Welcome to the stream, Reed. Welcome to the stream, Jay Jones and Bobby. Paragon of Virtue, the General Manager of UIW. Brian Jacobson, ladies and gentlemen, has been running the show since the return. Nobody has lifted a finger to this man. Look at that eyebrow. Welcome everybody to the stream. Appreciate you tuning in. A bit of a late one today. And now here comes the current #1 contender for the UIW World Championship. And let me tell you, that was a farce. Brian Jacobson booked his boy in an easy contenders. I mean, there's not an easy match. But he booked him against a man that has barely ever had a singles match. Crushed him. They're trying to rob Ricky Delaney of this championship. If I'm Ricky Delaney, I'm not bringing that belt to the show tonight. I'm not. Look, with the bigger picture here, I'm not bringing that belt. If I'm Ricky Delaney, because they're going to try and rob him. And last but not least, here comes Josh Omega. Debuted a few weeks ago against Jacob Reed.
same for young Jermaine that run away with far from unpaid. Those surprised that they the humble stage, stomach runs with humble third. I still feel by the ones that slum, stand out amongst the one hit wonder.
I love the energy tonight. Appreciate you all in the chat. Josh Omega debuted and immediately aligned himself with the bigger picture, attacking Jacob Reed with a steel chair. And now we await their opponents out first. Ladies and gentlemen, roll up your sleeves, show me your veins, because I'm about to inject you with some Reed Gaines, the head honcho. Reed Gaines had some choice words for Jacobson last week, going into their history. Said he was going to paint a new picture. The bigger picture is nothing. What? This might be pound for pound one of the strongest men on the roster, I'll tell you that. Look at, they're all staring in awe at the Reed Gaines. Out next, representing one half of two loaded guns. Going to be Jackson Miller. Haven't seen two loaded guns in a while. Obviously they've been left in the dark ever since they worked in tandem with the bigger picture in a sense. Robbing Delaney with that of that championship. And I guess Brian Jacobson felt like they failed in their task and just punished them by keeping them off screen. Those squats. And of course, last but not least, a man who's been vying for his moment since the return of UIW. He's had classics. Jadavon Smith. A little pop from the hometown crowd with that New York jersey. Jadavon Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Would love to get one over Brian Jacobson and the rest of the bigger picture in our second match of the night. Still 6 more to go after this. Up next, that best of 7 series continues. Of course, the winner of that best of 7 series gets a television championship match with a stipulation of their choosing. Colby, you know it. You know it, Kobe. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Kobe Dasher. Hope you're doing well, young man. Nice to see you back on television today. Here we go, moments away. 6-man unified tag action. As I said, this could be chaos, or this could be a brawl in the corner. And I'm not, oh, it looked like Reed was going to go straight after Jacobson, but Josh Omega got in the way. Jackson Miller going after Max Power. He feels like he's a rightful contender for Ricky Delaney's championship. Of course, he's beaten Delaney. Jacobson from behind, though, saving his bigger picture teammate. And looking for an early pinfall, but Jadavon is right there. This is one fall to a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely head scissors there by BJ. Jacob Reed, obviously pound for pound, one of the strongest men in the company. Going for maybe one of the strongest men in the company. Lovely drop kick there by BJ. Look at Josh Omega! Leaping over the top. Here comes BJ. Lovely head scissors. He's flamboyant. He's bald. He's brilliant. Looking to get Jacob Reed from behind. Vintage BJ antics. Has Jacob Reed on his shoulders. Jacob Reed wriggles free. Reverse DDT, and as I expected, we're in the corner. Jadavon being repeatedly thrown into the announce table. Max Power thrown into the barricade. Jacob Reed immediately grounded by BJ. Now BJ with a virtue signal to Jackson Miller. The ref ran away from it. Like the ref's just tried to screw BJ. I don't know that BJ's watched Stranger Things. Jackson! Jadavon, sorry, with a guillotine on Max Power, but that's why they call him Max Power. He's the man you'd love to touch. He's powering his way out of that and thrown Jadavon into the announce table. Look at the power as he chops Jackson Miller. BJ scouting up and down. Jacob Reed and the bigger picture are coming out strong. Single knee facebuster. Oh, the blood just exploded all over the face of Max Power. There goes Jadavon back in the ring. Look, they're all teaming up on Reed. No, sorry, Jackson Miller, but here comes Reed. Lariat from behind, looking to pin Jacobson here. The ref is there for the count. But Max Power there, ready to break it up. That's exactly what I expected. A chaotic match. There goes Max Power under the, the bottom rope. This is a fight. This isn't a wrestling match. There, you got it right, Bateman. Reed trying to force a submission on Jacobson. Jacobson, though, able to slip free. But here's Jadavon from behind. Oh, my God. Look at this from Jackson Miller. Driving Max Power into that hard floor. Now some closed right hands straight to the face of our number one contender. Oh, Omega's been powerbombed into the LED ring post. It looks like Reed, Jadavon and Miller are taking over this match. The power of Reed. Reed turns the attention to Jacobson. Overhand right. He's looking to hit Reed Gaines, I think. No, he's teaming up with Jackson Miller. I think Omega's just been busted open as well. All of the bigger picture getting busted open apart from Jacobson. Max Power looking for that TKO. We know he's a big fan of wrestling legend Eric Matthews. Oh, went for a cutter. Countered there. Into the midsection. Throwing Jadavon into the barricade. Lovely sweep there by Jackson Miller. Reed! Ah, he's broken up. Reed going after Brian Jacobson. Jacobson, though, from behind. Straight jacket German. They're all teaming up on Max Power in the ring. They understand he's the big threat. He's the one they're maybe a bit jealous of. He's the number one contender. They're all ganging up on him. Going to hit that car, I think. Max Power up to his feet, but immediately gets swept off his feet. The pin Power here. Jacob Reed just tossing BJ around. Wait. A TKO! Jackson Miller wisely rolls away. This is chaos. This is absolute chaos on the outside. Massive clothesline. Virtue signal countered by Miller. This is chaotic, but this is exactly what we should have expected. Body shot doesn't connect. The pin. Josh Omega into the pin, but no, Reed gonna kick out. But all of the bigger picture are on their feet right now. In control once again. Single knee face butter to BJ. Overhand right. Look at Jackson Miller taking them all out. BJ putting a stop to that though. BJ looking to pick Miller up. Looking for another virtue signal. The Jackson Miller into the pin. Jadevon breaks it up before the ref can even get down. German into a massive clothesline. Oh my God. Oh, I was going to say Miller would be in big trouble there if that TKO connected. BJ! Reed though with a kick to the face. Welcome to the stream, Joey Psycho. I hope you're having a great day. Virtue signal. Into the pin, BJ. Dude, no. Jadevon kicks out. This is one of the most chaotic matches in UIW history here. Oh! What a counter there from Jadevon. Oh, Jadevon went for that cutter to Max Power, his face covered in blood. Touch underneath there. Here comes Jadevon Smith. Oh, again, driving the face of Max Power into that mat. And Brian Jacobson saves the day once more, only to be caught by Reed. And right. Jadevon with that cutter! 1, 2, 3! Pins the #1 contender! Reed, Jadevon and Miller. Pick up the win over the bigger picture here tonight. A win. Reed will be happy with that one. You speak about someone who needs a win though. Mamba. He's not, I don't know if he's even 100%. He's been off a couple of shows with that knee injury. But Mamba is dying for a win in this best of 7 series. Kobe Dasher, the young upstart, 2-0. Wins 2. He's halfway to winning this best of 7 series, and Mamba hasn't got a point on the board yet. And Mamba might not even be 100%, so he's going to have to go. He's going to have to dig deep. Try something different here. Speaking of the Television Championship, of course, the winner of this match of this series will become #1 contender for the Television Championship. And of course, I know you're thinking, the Television Championship is defended quite frequently anyway. But no, there's a difference. You win this, not only do you become #1 contender for the Television Championship, but you get to pick the stipulation in which the championship will be defended. Now first, Mamba, understanding he's got to get the win here. Has to, otherwise Kobe Dasher's one away. Knee brace there on Mamba. Of course, severely injured his leg in their last bout at Ticket to Broadway. Hasn't been seen since. Had 4 weeks off. And here comes Kobe Dasher, looking to get his third win in the series and get 3/4 of the way there. Going to be feeling very confident knowing he's beaten Mamba twice already, both clean as well. Here we go. Mamba, Kobe, match 3 in the series. Bella's rung and we're underway, and Kobe flies straight at Mamba. And look at Mamba. Mamba can't really take much pressure right now. I don't know how well his legs do it, but look, that forearm to the face and that leg buckled, and he's immediately down, able to use the knees though to counter that standing shooting star press. Mamba. Lovely normal. Oh no, great transition into an arm lock, trying to force a submission on Kobe. Kobe, though, great transition of his own, picks it up to his feet. Oh! Goes for a stop. Mamba up, right hand. We'll go through the ropes with a massive clothesline. Stop to the bicep from Mamba. Now looking to hyperextend that left arm. He's been really working the arms here already in this matchup. Kobe looking to slip out onto the outside and use the ropes to create a bit of a barrier between him and Mamba. There's a right hand by Mamba. Shoulder block, and Mamba with a sunset for the powerbomb down to the floor below. Stop to the lower back. Mamba going to utilise the environment here. As I said, anything it takes to get a point back on the board. Mamba thrown into those steel steps by Kobe. Running senton as well. Elbow to the fire, right hand. Oh, Mamba over the top. Look like he's going to run away from the match there. Left hand. Mamba seemingly having no intention of hastily getting this match back in the ring. Dropping Kobe on the LED barricade. We're getting close to a count of 10. Maybe Mamba considering this. Right hand by Kobe. Kobe working that left leg, as you would expect. Going back to the leg. Mamba probably screaming in pain there. Throwing Kobe into those steel steps to try and bring some damage Kobe's way. Picking Kobe right back up. Irish whip to throw him across the ringside area. Mamba gingerly walking across, gets back in the ring, and Mamba might take this. He screamed in pain when Kobe went after that leg. He might not even be ready to come back in the ring. And Mamba going to happily take a count-out victory to get a point back on the board. Look at him, he's holding his knee. Even after that, after one little stop to the leg, Mamba's holding his knee. Look, he's staggering around the ring. Mamba doing whatever he has to do to get a point on the board. It is 2-1. Kobe Dasher still has the lead, but Mamba has just gained a point back. Welcome to the stream, Mamba. Up next, though. We'll hear from Corey Quinn, who's been at odds with Brian Jacobson, been at odds with the bigger picture. Here comes Corey! Corey coming out with a Lionheart Championship around his waist. It's not even an active championship. The Lionheart Championship was a belt from one of the original promotions that merged together to form UIW. It was briefly brought back in the last run, held by Jay Jones, but it has been defunct ever since. Corey Quinn with the belt round his waist. He's laying it across the mat, grabbing a mic.
Last week was the final straw. Jacobson, we've been at this for months now, and I'm fucking sick of it. Putting me in that match with Thanos, whatever the fuck his name is. Extremely pissed off Thanos at that. No man, I'm done. I'm done with being dicked around. You've fucked me over one too many times. Let's go back in time, eh? Unchained. I lost my television championship in my first defence because you put me in that chamber match and I wasn't cleared. Remember? I never got my belt back. So after last week's events, I didn't go around backstage after the show. And once you and your bigger picture buddies had fucked off, I grabbed hold of a janitor, roughed him up a bit, took the keys to your office. And take a look what I found. Recognise it? Of course you do. It's the old Lionheart belt. The original TV championship. But actually this belt is different. Because this belt actually holds some prestige. Some great wrestlers have held this title. But I hate to break it to you, Brian. This belt's mine now. Finders keepers. I survived last week's assault. That makes me a Lionheart. And so now, I present to you your new Lionheart champion. Me, Corey Quinn. Cheers, Brian.
Corey Quinn calling himself the Lionheart champion. Obviously, that's a defunct championship. It's not even active. He's robbed it and holding it around his waist, acting as if he's the champion. The last person to hold that belt was Jay Jones. He's not even a champion. How dare he steal that piece of history, defecate all over it. I understand he might have problems with Brian Jacobson and the bigger picture, but that's insulting the legacy of that championship. That's insulting everyone who's held the belt before. But the show must go on as much as it's disgusting. Pure Rules up next. The NCAA Big Fish. Steve Fishgold making his way out the back. He beat Taz last week. Teaming with Fenton Sloan, the bigger picture overcame Marty Michaels and Taz Hendricks. But there was a bit of a scuffle after the match. You know, Marty was just trying to, I don't know, go over the game plan, trying to raise the morale, and Taz snapped, pushed Marty out of the way. This week, it's just Taz on his own, taking on just Fishgold on his own. As we await the arrival of the Pure Rules legends, the innovator, Taz Hendricks, making his way out the back. Looking to get his hands on Keith Fishgold under pure rules action. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Motor. I hope you're doing well. How have you been? Welcome to the stream, young man. You're just in time for some pure rules action. 10 minutes on the clock, 2 out of 3 falls. Only allowed 5 seconds on the outside. The bell is rung, and here we go. And look at Keith Fishgold running straight at Taz Hendricks. You've got the NCAA Big Fish looking to show off that wrestling pedigree. A massive clothesline. Punch in the midsection by Taz, right hand, into the gut by Keith. Up in the air we go, and it's Keith Fishgold. I mean, he's like, you know how I say Sarah Miller is the best grappler in the women's division? I'd say Keith Fishgold's got to be the best grappler in the men's division. He's an NCAA champion. Look at this, look at the way he's handling Taz Hendricks here. He's handling him like a schoolboy. Nice drop kick there by Keith. Now looking to pick Taz up to his feet. Look how good Keith's looking so far. Right hand. Goes for a knee to the gut, but look at this from Keith. Maybe Keith is the pure rules icon. I've been saying Keith is the right guy with the wrong crowd. If he could ditch the bigger picture, he could be a top man. A specimen of sorts. He's in full control of Taz right now. Taz's going to take a second to go to the outside. Uppercut by Taz Hendricks. Taz in full mount, some left hands over and over again. Needs to make this less of a wrestling match. Is he busted open Fishgold? Did he just bust open Fishgold there? He has! Fishgold bleeding here, and Taz Hendricks knows what he had to do to turn the tides of this matchup, make it a fight, not a wrestling match. Welcome to stream, Dragolafar. Hope you're doing well. For a kick, Fishgold rolls out of the way, right hand. Slip away. Look at that, some wrestling pedigree from the Pure Rules legend, the innovator, Taz Hendricks, elbow to the shoulder. Right hand, look at that! Keith Fishgold's on it here. Leg takedown. Fishgold looking for the fish hook, trying to force Taz to submit. We're only 3 minutes in. And Taz able to roll away, boot to the side of the head of Keith Fishgold, back to his feet. Keith Fishgold with Taz against the ropes. Irish whip, Taz rebounds off the ropes, goes right back into the ropes and walks into a right hand, and Fishgold tries to hoist up Hendricks. Hendricks able to slip out of the way. Couple of elbows straight to the face. And Fishgold going to force a release as we're about to hit the 4-minute mark. And look at Fishgold carrying Hendricks around Again, that wrestling pedigree coming into the play. Into the pin, trying to get the first fall of this Pure Rules matchup. Only going to be a 1 count. Fish Gold! The Piranha! Rolling Hendricks over. 1, 2, only a 2. Hendricks going to need to do something big here as we approach the halfway mark of this matchup. It's been all Keith Fishgold. Taz able to get out of the way though. Fishgold holding his back. Severe pain, floats over in full mount, clubbing blows to the forehead, to that open wound. Smart strategy by Hendricks. Looking to drag Fishgold up. Boot to the gut. Here comes Hendricks to turn it around and get a pinfall. 1, 2, only a 2. Fishgold kicks out. Both men popping off. Elbow to the face. Taking Fishgold off his feet. Fishgold goes for a clothesline. Taz ducks it. Flying clothesline by Taz Hendricks. Forearm to the face. Here comes Taz out of the corner. Lariat to the back. Fishgold with that enziguri though. Fishgold with a power once again. Again, looking for that fish hook for the second time. Trying to force a submission on Taz Hendricks. But Taz, once again, able to roll away. Boot to the side of the head. To the gut. Hendricks! Taz Hendricks, second time! That Panther strike! 1, 2! Only a 2! Still, and Hendricks looks frustrated, looks flustered. Irish whip, Fishgold counters. Just for a clothesline. Fishgold with a clothesline of his own. Irish whip. Hendricks in that far left corner. Still no pinfalls or submissions with 3 minutes to go. Keith Fishgold looking for the first point on the board. Jawbreaker by Hendricks! Misses the right hand. And Panther strike again! 1, 2, 3. Wait! The refs made a mistake! The refs called for the bell! It's supposed to be 2 out of 3! Wait, Marty's come out here! Marty's come out here to celebrate with Taz! Taz! Marty came out to celebrate with Taz! The ref had made a blunder! The ref called the ref called the match after 1 pinfall. Was supposed to be 2 out of 3. The ref made a blunder. Marty's out here celebrating with Taz, and Taz must be frustrated. Lower it to the back of the head. I wonder if Marty had something to do with that finish. Marty trying to help out Taz Hendricks potentially, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Just coming up with conclusions. Tag team action though up next. Mentor and protege team up to take on two men that have had to come together in the past due to a common foe. Matsuda and Takeshi both been on the receiving ends of verbal abuse from Terry Sherman. Tonight they'll team up. Welcome to the stream, Matsuda. Popped in to see the man on fire, Aiden Robinson, make his way down the ramp. Of course, our fifth match of the evening, we will see unified tag action. For those who don't know, the unified tag team rules of UIW were introduced by the current tag champions, not safe for work. And what that means is every single tag match, unless specified otherwise, is tornado and is falls count anywhere. Here comes former UIW World Champion Jay Jones. Held that championship for 70 days, amassed 3 defenses. And now we await the arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce for you the 2023 UIW High Stakes Battle Royale winner. He secured his ticket to Broadway Bash. Matsuda Tanaka came out number 40. Threw 3 men over the top. Aaron White, Marty Michaels and Rob Cross. He actually was called out earlier this week by Rob Cross. Rob Cross said Matsuda took advantage of a man who'd been in that match for over an hour. Of course, Rob Cross, by technicality, was in the high stakes battle royale for 1 hour and 8 minutes. However, he only spent 10 seconds of that 1 hour and 8 minutes actually in the ring, because he tried to stay on the outside, and Marco and Toad, and I believe Tops as well, all attacked him on their way in. So he doesn't really have any legs to stand on with that argument, but nonetheless, he called out Tanaka, claiming he took an easy round, came in number 40 and eliminated men with tired legs. And here comes Takeshi Matsumoto. As I said, these two men have come together in the past when Terry Sherman was breathing down their necks. Tonight we'll come together again in this tag team match. Love the new attire, Fury. Look at that, Takeshi and Matsuda staring across the ring at their opponents tonight for this unified tag match. Aiden Robinson, Jay Jones, Matsuda Tanaka and Takeshi Matsumoto. The bell has rung. It'll be one of the first time we'll see our high stakes battle royale winner in action. Of course, it'll be the same time as he's called out by Rob Cross. And they're trying to team up on him here, Jay Jones and Aiden Robinson. I guess try and dispatch Takeshi. Because here's the thing. If you get a pinfall over Matsuda, right? If you were to pin Matsuda tonight and then Matsuda goes on and becomes champion, you immediately have a claim. That's just how things work. You've beaten the champion if Matsuda was to go and become champion. I believe Matsuda does have quite the record in UIW. There's Jay Jones. Looks for a nice pinfall attempt, but Takeshi's right there. Of course, Jay Jones may see this as a potential way back into the championship picture. Matsuda just about saved that there. Aiden Robinson isn't able to save his as he flies through the air and lands on his back. Matsuda Tanaka hoisting Aiden up. Massive powerbomb. Looking for a pin on the outside, of course, with the unified tag rules. It is falls count anywhere, but it will only be a 1. The ref took a little bit too long to get into the pin for that one. Jay Jones off the ropes. Tossed there by Takeshi Matsumoto, who I'd say has something of an underrated arsenal. I say this all the time, actually. Into the pin, though, is Jay Jones. All 4 men back in the ring for now. Running bulldog attempt there by Aiden Robinson. Matsuda counters it. Goes for a clothesline. Aiden counters it. Spinning soul kick. You know, Takeshi would potentially be a good shout for the golden ticket ladder match. Of course, that will happen at Broadway Bash, as it always does. Either a 6-man, 5-man, 8-man ladder match. Climbing up, you grab that golden ticket, and you can cash in whenever you want for a championship match. Matsuda turning his attention to Aiden Robinson. Sling blade into a drop kick. And here comes Jay! Flies through the middle rope. And then here comes Aiden! Over the top in unison. Mentor and protege showing off their athleticism. You love to see that. That's a good spot there. Takeshi looking to break up this pin. Doesn't need to. Running drop kick by Matsuda. Body shot after body shot from Aiden. Lovely combination. Look at them both teaming up. Matsuda managed to dodge both of them. His luck ran out though. This from Takeshi. Good kick to the gut. Roundhouse kick. Aiden Robinson. Flying clothesline. The face by Matsuda. Matsuda going to roll Aiden over. Takeshi looking for some sort of powerbomb. Onto the apron. He's not done there. Spins Jay around and looks for a pinfall victory over the former World Heavyweight Champion. Be a big win for Takeshi. Potentially his biggest pinfall win in UIW if you can secure that. Of course, Aiden Robinson as well. Also a former #1 contender for the World Championship. Little roll up here by Matsuda. Lovely neck breaker by Jay Jones. And Aiden able to kick out. If I'm not mistaken, I actually think it was Aiden Robinson who beat Matsuda in the championship tournament at the start of the resurgence of UIW because of Mota attacking Matsuda, injuring Matsuda. I believe it was Aiden. Jay Jones. Oh, that wheel kick took Matsuda off his feet, but Matsuda was playing possum. Matsuda was playing possum. It's only going to be a 1 count. 2 counts. Takeshi kicks out. Here comes Aiden from behind, looking to put down the high-stakes battle royale winner, but there's Takeshi to make the save. All 4 men back to their feet. Jay Jones throws Takeshi back in the ring, and Matsuda gets thrown into the steel steps. Here comes Jay, flying forearm. A great mixed, well, a great tag match so far. I still think match of the night, probably the first match, but we've still got 3 more bangers to go. Big left hand by Takeshi. Boot to the midsection by Jay. Jay comes off that second rope. Lovely Hurricane Rana. Flips to his feet. Great recovery by Jay to continue to mount offense. Looking to drag Takeshi up to his feet. Little blue thunder bomb by Jay Jones. 1, 2. Takeshi kicks out. That will be a phenomenal main event, I am sure, Bateman. Matsuda looking to pick Jay Jones. Of course, Matsuda, the high-stakes Battle Royale winner. Picking up the former UIW World Champion here. Trying to force him to submit, lets him go. Just as he sees Aiden get back in the ring, and now Matsuda trying to force Aiden Robinson to tap. Jay Jones is down. Takeshi has Jay in his clutches. Aiden slips free. Great tag match, some great spots, and there goes Aiden over the top. Matsuda goes down the other side, stalking him. Aiden won't see him coming, but he kicks up just in time, but it gets taken immediately off his feet. Into the pin is Matsuda. The ref doing his running tonight is Montague, looking to get that pin count, but is able to get a kick out. Takeshi dragging Jay by the hair up to his feet. Knee across the face. We're just launching Jay Jones over that top rope. Is Takeshi flying? I think so! Matsuda into the pin! They're going to put down Aiden Robinson! Wait. Oh, the ref was too slow, or did he kick out? I think the ref was too slow to get into the count. Montague messing up tonight, messed up the Pure Rules match. Now messing up the counts for our 5th match of the evening. Poor performance by Montague tonight. The refs have been good this season. Takeshi's busted open on the outside. Jay Jones looking to win this match for him and Aiden. Matsuda sells suplex slam. Aiden Robinson into the pin. 1, 2, still a 2. Oh, wait a minute! Takeshi on the outside and F5 onto the chairs. Doesn't even go for a pin attempt. That's how much respect he must have for Jay Jones and his ability to stay in this. Takeshi's not even going for the pin. Takeshi! It's just F5'd Jay Jones onto steel chairs and isn't even going for the pin. Matsuda dunking Aiden Robinson on his head. But he's been caught. Aiden! 1! Only a 1 count. Back elbow. Aiden Robinson, the man on fire with a suplex to Matsuda, but he's met immediately by Takeshi! Takeshi! Takeshi Matsumoto! No! Doesn't go for the pin again! Aiden very wisely rolls to the outside. Oh no, but Takeshi catches him! Whiff! Montague! Jay kicks out! But Takeshi pins Aiden Robinson! Takeshi Matsumoto and Matsuda Tanaka. A great win in a great tag team bout. Big win for Takeshi. Good momentum for Matsuda Tanaka. Takeshi heads to the back. And we hear the theme of Rob Cross, who called out Matsuda earlier. Shouting down at Matsuda. From the ref Montague trying to get in the way. Matsuda having none of it. Isn't having any more of the disrespect. He's received so much disrespect in UIW from the likes of Terry Sherman. He's not dealing with the disrespect anymore. He came out and won the high stakes battle royale, and Matsuda with a right hand, Rob with a left, Matsuda with a right, exchanging blows. That right call out from Rob Cross must have gotten to Matsuda, having to be pulled apart by the ring crew. Coming to blows in match number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our tertiary main event, and what an opportunity for Chris Cannon. He's broke free from the Kingdom. And now has the chance. Oh! Delaney not coming. Delaney's listening to my advice. With the bigger picture breathing down his neck, he must have left the championship in safe hands. After that screw job from Max Power, I am not surprised that Ricky Delaney wants to keep that UIW World Championship in safe hands. Maybe it's in his locker, maybe it's not even in the arena. Welcome to the stream, The Fiend Barry. Now we await the arrival of Chris Cannon. As I said, a massive opportunity. He's broken free from the Kingdom. And now he has a chance to face and potentially beat the UIW World Heavyweight Champion. Making his way down the ramp, he looks ready. He's thrown his jacket to the crowd, he's ripping that shirt off. Delaney waiting, ready for his arrival. George King is not done with Chris Cannon. George King trying to spoil the moment. George King playing party pooper. Chris Cannon, the ref's asking him if he's fine to continue. He says yes, despite the attack, and he goes head to head with the UIW World Champion. He realizes this is the opportunity. Despite the attack, this is a chance to pin the World Champion. And once Chris Cannon gets going, he's hard to stop, and look at him now, manhandling UIW World Champion Ricky Delaney. The strength of Cannon. Already looking for a pin attempt. His head's probably rattled from hitting the steel steps. Gets a count of 2 nice and early. Chris Cannon wasn't the one that did the attack. George King attacked Chris Cannon. The power on show by Ricky Delaney, the UIW World Champion, who knows he'll have to defend against a powerful man in Max Power, the man you love to touch. Overhand right, left hand, a right hand. Welcome to the stream, Quincy. Hope you're doing well. Allen trying to get back up to his feet. Of course, he's now got an even more of an uphill battle after that pre-match attack from George King. But then I guess mentally for Delaney, he's got to look around. Like I said, didn't bring the World Championship to the show tonight, knowing full well that the bigger picture are out for it. I don't blame him. Knees to the midsection here by Cannon. Relentless knees. Fall away slam. Cannon stalking Delaney on the outside, elbow to the face. Taking Delaney up to his feet. Dropping him face first on that apron. Big splash by Cannon, and despite that pre-match attack, Cannon looking very good here in our tertiary main event. Gonna drop Delaney onto the steps. Gonna drop Delaney onto the steps, potentially. No, Cannon saving Delaney's career there. He's gonna throw him into the steps. He tried to. To the gut there by Cannon. Throwing Delaney back underneath that bottom rope, follows through, and look at this, despite the attack, Cannon looking very strong and very motivated after leaving the Kingdom, and Cannon up top wants Delaney on his feet. Here comes Cannon! No, Delaney catches him! Single knee backbreaker. Shot block there by Cannon. Stop. Delaney moves out of the way. Kick to the back of the leg. Punch to the midsection by Delaney. Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Delaney stopping there. So Delaney now! Look at charging Cannon into the turnbuckle pads. Cannon collapsing. Delaney doing everything he can to take out this big man, but this big man keeps getting back to his feet. He was brutalized before the match by George King, and he's still going strong. Rolls to the outside briefly before he gets back in. Power on show once again by Delaney, looking for some snake eyes. Elbow drop by the champ. Another elbow drop by the champ. A third elbow drop by the champ. Irish whip, rebounds, lovely elbow. Stomp to the bicep. The gut. Counter with an elbow. Right hand goes for a body shot, countered by Delaney with a body shot of his own. Hoisting up Chris Cannon. Look at the power on show. Delaney hanging him out to dry. Delaney into the pin, but still can't put Cannon down. You have to wonder, how much is Cannon going to take it? It was attacked before the match. He still looks very impressive ever since leaving the Kingdom. He eliminated George King at the high stakes Battle Royale. And he's looking very good tonight against the champ. Not many people give Ricky Delaney a hard time like this. It's normally Ricky Delaney doing the manhandling. And today, it's Chris Cannon hoisting him around. Left hand. Irish whip into the ropes, rebounds off. Power slam by Cannon. Then you're going to roll to the outside. Very smart strategy. Cannon! Cannon up top! Chris Cannon! Oh my lord! Chris Cannon let out a roar! George King won't stop him from achieving his dreams. Stare down the outside between these two. Reversal by Cannon. Look at this! Cannon! Oh my lord! We still go. Knee to the midsection. Delaney trying to get back in the ring. Cannon not allowing it. Cannon not allowing Delaney to get back in the ring. Both men trying to get back in, and they do. Oh, that was close. Delaney off the ropes. Oh, no, shoulder block. Here comes Delaney, ladies and gentlemen. The UIW World Champion. Back in control. Looking to put down Cannon. He realises Cannon's already taken a beating. Into the pin. I'm still only in 2. And look at Cannon rising from the dead just like that. This man is looking impossible to put down. The career resurgence of splitting off from the Kingdom. He's taken everything Ricky Delaney could give him. Boot to the face. Delaney looking to show off his power, hoisted Cannon up by the throat and tossing him. Delaney launched himself at Chris Cannon, goes for a stomp. Cannon up but gets taken off his feet. Ricky Delaney going to start wondering what he's going to have to do here to put down Chris Cannon. He's showing that pedigree, showing that power. And Cannon just keeps getting up on his own accord. Couple of elbows here from Ricky Delaney. And look at this! Delaney! A running power slam! Into the pin! 1, 2. Oh! Still only a 2. Delaney looks shell-shocked. Delaney genuinely has to be concerned. Like, what is this man been eating for dinner? Look at that, he's just up like this and tossing around Delaney. Oh, Cannon was looking for something big there. Welcome to the stream, Samoan Godzilla. Trying to choke out the UIW World Champion here is Chris Cannon. Delaney gets back to his feet though. Knee to the gut. What a match these two are putting on. And you're surprised that Cannon's been able to deliver such an affair after that pre-match attack from George King. Delaney rolls to the outside. Cannon follows him. Here comes Cannon. No, Delaney catches him off guard. Overhand right body shot. Delaney launching Cannon around the outside. Relentless now is Delaney. He's already got the bigger picture with him. He doesn't need this. Got to get this match back in the ring sooner rather than later. Oh, Delaney just launched Cannon through the air. Headbutt by Cannon. Cannon breaking the pin count up. Look, the respect on show by Cannon. He could have just taken a count-out win and beaten Delaney after being attacked by George King, but he's got respect. Well, I feel like Delaney losing's got a lot more to lose. Now Delaney being thrown onto the steel there. Stomping him out on that steel surface. Boot to the forehead. Lord Cannon! Tossed on the metal! Surely Delaney realising this is what he's got to do to put Cannon down. Utilise the environment. Cannon's still up though. Cannon trying to run back to the ring. Cannon drop face first. Cannon trying to run back to the ring. Delaney stopped him in his tracks. Cannon's down. Delaney's taunting. He's realised. Here comes Aaron White. Rowan making his way out for the back. He's got a cast on.
Right, if you could all just calm down for a second. If you could all just shut up! I'll talk over you. Now listen, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to compete tonight. I cannot compete tonight. Oh, whatever, I'm so scared of the big purple freak. Listen, I was on my way back from the graveyard, visited Mama Thanatos again. She looked kind of lonely, you know what I'm saying? I thought I'd drop over.
The crowd not enjoying this from Aaron.
Okay, listen. You don't have to do anything. What are you going to do anyway?
Ah, look at them! Thanatos chasing White! The crowd loving it! White running backstage! Escaping! He's escaped Thanatos! He looked perfectly fine! He didn't look injured! You see how he ran? He didn't look injured to me. Aaron White escaping this one. Getting away with not having to face Thanatos. Cheeky boy. Yes, he does. But ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time! Joey Steen, the current, well, one half of the current #1 contenders for the UIW World Tag Team Championships. This is his first singles match in UIW and he's in the main event. Taking on the founder. He is ready and waiting, but is he ready for this man? Ladies and gentlemen, he is the founder, one of three that founded UIW, and he is back for the first time in singles action in a very long time. He returned at the High Stakes Battle Royale. He was eliminated by Tops Newsom. He had a stare down with Tops Newsom last week. They were, of course, supposed to face for the World Championship in the initial run. This could be a barn burner. Steen, what's your record against Tone? I know you've fought before. Here we go. Main event time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Topher as well. And look at Steen! He has the momentum. He has The feeling in his bones that he can win this. He is on a roll at the moment. He is 3-0 in UIW, and he's looking to continue that mean streak. With a win against the founder. A second rope, forearm to the face. Welcome to the stream, Crazy J. How are you doing? Irish whip, far right corner. Tone counters though. Front elbow tie up, boot to the gut by Joey Steen. Look at the power on show by Steen as he drives Tone into the mat. Headbutt as well for good measure. Body shot by Tone, little backhand. Show's been good tonight. A stacked show. Right hand there. Irish whip. No, he's not. Grabbing Steen by the hair. Up against the ropes. Dropping Steen. Hanging him out and draping him out over that top rope. Now here comes Tone White showing off that power. Hoisted Steen up into the air. Lovely power bomb by Tone. Steen to the outside and Tone to the top. Tone White gonna fly. Here comes Tone with a crossbody. Elbow drop to the midsection. Another elbow drop to the midsection by Tone. I'm expecting, you know what, this match could very much rival our opening match for match of the night. I feel it coming. Call me the weekend. Drag Joey Steen up to his feet. Corner elbow tie up, knee to the gut though by Steen. Steen looking to get back in the ring. This is a right hand. Welcome back to the stream, Reed. These two going at it on the outside. Oh, that's Jesus. Tone just thrown around. Tone back in the ring. Joey Steen gonna follow. Gonna go the long way around. Runs right into the clutches of Tone White though. Right hand by Tone. Elbow to the face. Into the pin. First pinfall attempt here. Gets a 2 count over Joey Steen. But this match continues. An elbow drop to the back from Tone. Goes for a stop. Steen up to his feet. Misses the right hand. But a knee to the gut does connect. Welcome to the stream, Tone. Perfect timing, young man. Boot to the gut. Right hand. An Irish whip by the founder. Steen off the ropes. Look at the power on Tone. Launches Steen through the air. As I said, right now, I don't know who the favourite is. It's a hard one to pick because Steen right now is 3-0 in UIW. He's the current #1 contender for the UIW Tag Team Championships. But Tone White is also Tone White. Very hard to paint him as an underdog. But here comes Steen looking to show why he shouldn't be the underdog. Flies through the air. Knee to the face. Multiple knees to the face there by Joey Steen. And another knee for good measure. I'm expecting fire tonight. And it looks like we're going to get it. Tone throw into the barricade. Flow the DDT on the chair. The Tone just pops right back up. Joey trying to get back in the ring. Doesn't want another count out. We've had a couple of those tonight. Look at Steen taunting in the corner. Tone having absolutely none of that. Welcome to the stream, Topher. Tone up to the top. Tone looking to fly through the sky. Another crossbody. Welcome to the stream, Topher. Right hand. How groggy Steen is. Knee to the gut though. Back and forth on the outside. Steen rolls away. Tone looks to follow and these men stare off. Centre of the ring. Right hand by Tone who strikes quicker. Sidewalk slam. And look at this by Tone, trying to force a submission on Steen. A bear hug. Elbow to the side of the head. Another elbow to the side of the head. And claps around the head. Stuns Tone. Forces a release. And there's a big clothesline. But Tone, wisely, look at Tone, just walks away. Tone just walks away. The best defense for an aerial maneuver is to just walk away. I appreciate the kind words. Looking for a powerbomb. Look at the strength on Steen. Into the pin. There's a rope break. Poor awareness by the number one contender for the tag team championships. Tone utilising that left arm. Wearing it down. Right hand by Tone. Big right hand. Stuns Steen as he stumbles out the corner. Overhand right. And Tone again. He loves that bear hug. Look at the muscles on his back. My lord. You do not want to be crushed by this man. Again, more elbows. The side of the head again. Stuns Tone. And here comes Joey Steen. Couple of axe handles. Tone up to his feet. And it's Joey Steen. Looking to put down Tone White here. Rolls his face over. A little stop to the side of the dome. And a headbutt to follow. Roundhouse. Boot to the side of the head. Not a roundhouse, sorry. And Tone! Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Steen. Tone, no! Joey Steen having none of it. Gets to his feet. And look at this combination. He's going all over Tone. Irish whip. Rebounds. Jawbreaker by Tone. Stuns him. Now big belly to belly by the founder. Into the pin on Steen. 1, 2. Only a 2. Steen able to kick him off. Kick out. Tone looks shocked, looks stunned. But he'll keep the pressure up. He's a professional. Tone again. Look at this. He's relentless with this bear hug. Relentless with it. Will Joey Steen tap? Joey Steen does not like the kind of guy that taps out. He looks like the kind of guy that passes out. He's not going to tap. He fights his way out of it for the third time. Big right hand. Looking to pick Tone White up to his feet. Tone slips underneath though. Tone now. Flying shoulder block. Not once but twice. And here comes Tone now. Joey holding his lower back. That must not have felt nice. Right hand straight to the face of Steen. Elbow drop by Tone. Going back to these vicious elbows. He knows. He knows it works. Boot to the back. Flying forearm by Steen. Look at Joey Steen showing off that power. His ability to weather the storm and keep going. Big right hand by Joey Steen. Elbow to the midsection. Steen stunned. Lufez press. Some right hands. Steen trying to crawl to the corner to get back to his feet. Tone keeping him grounded with these stops. Tone on the apron. Tone? He's pointing at the hard camera. Tone now looking to pick Steen up. Steen counters. A lovely back and forth affair between these two. And look at the power on show by Steen. Even he's surprised at that power. Picks Tone up by his face. Grabbing him. No, Tone says no. Elbow to the side of the head. I don't know if I've ever seen Tone White thrown around like that, but that's the power of the Samoan Godzilla. Running power slam. Oh, able to get out of the way of that clutch attempt. Leg kick. Oh, wait a minute! White out by Tone! Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2. Steen kicks out. Steen! Showing the world why he's #1 contender for the UIW Tag Championships. Tone looks to fly. Steen catches him midair. Massive clothesline. Irish whip. Tone in that far left corner. Here comes Joey Steen. Gonna follow it up with a clothesline and a spear! Spear by Steen! 1, 2! Oh! This match is stealing the show! These two men coming to blows in the main event. Would you believe it? Tone wisely rolls to the outside. Joey Steen stares him down. Tone up to his feet. Under that bottom rope goes Tone. Tone recovers. Steen back in the ring. No, he's not. Look at Steen grabbing Tone. And now to the top. Steen to the top. The ref telling him to get down. Here comes Steen. He gets down. He dodges whatever Tone was looking for. There's a body shot. Tone's tossed into the turnbuckle pads. Headbutt again by the Samoan Godzilla. My Lord, what a main event we've got between these two. Joey Steen throwing the corner. Tone putting him in that tree of woe position. Boot to the face. Grinding out the face. All the pressure on that lower jaw. Both men back up. Sits underneath. Clothesline though by Tone. Shuts him down. Neck crank here from the founder. Putting the pressure on Joey Steen. Joey trying to get up. Trying to crawl to the corner. Once more, use those ropes to get up, but once more, Tone doesn't allow it. Elbow drop by Tone. This has been a phenomenal main event. Joey pushes Tone away. Joey back up. Joey back up! And the power! Once again, into the pin to put down Tone, but it won't be. Working on the lower body of Tone now. Look at that, look at that. Look at the curvature on Tone's spine. Tone now the one crawling towards the corner. Tone successfully up to his feet, but Joey Steen's waiting for him. No, Tone with an elbow. Tone with an elbow. Isn't able to capitalise though. Tone over the top rope on the apron. Knee to the face though as Joey Steen tried to take him down to the floor below. Rebounds off the ropes. Flying shoulder block. And Tone once again to the top. Tone White showing that diverse arsenal. Look to go for a springboard. Tone White was not allowing it. Hanging him out to dry on the far right corner of the ring. Into the pin. Maybe the whiplash enough to put down Joey Steen. It isn't. Top's looking stunned. Steen going to roll to the outside. Play it smart. Trying to recuperate. Tone not going to allow him to recuperate. Busted open finally. That right hand busted open Joey Steen. Underneath the bottom rope goes Steen. I wonder at this stage what it will take. Put down any of these men. That boot to the face, will that be enough to put down Tone? Still not, apparently. Hoop slam by Joey Steen. These two really put on a classic. I mean, I know someone, I forget who it was, somebody said this is a stat card like pay-per-view worthy, and I see why. These two certainly see it. Headbutt. Dragging Tone up to his feet. Hoisting Tone over his head. Up to the top goes Joey Steen. Once again, big elbow drop, but Steen doesn't connect. Triangle slam there by Tone into the pin. Thinking he's going to get the job done with that one. Caught him off guard. It's normally the one that you don't see coming. But Steen still kicks out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Tone right with a white out once again. 1, 2, 3, and Tone does indeed pick up the win. A phenomenal way to end the show. And a great win by Tone White. And tops the Puppet Master with a kendo stick. Disrespected by the stare down last week. Tops Newsom with a kendo stick. And now he's stomping out Tone. He's stomping out the founder. What is Tops doing? The ref needs to help Tone to his feet. Tops! Tops with a table! Tops! What is Tops Newsom doing? He's on a table! Tops Newsom setting up a table, middle of the ring. Tops Newsom ruining Tone's return party. A choke slam through a table. Tops Newsom has declared war on Tone White tonight. Wow. What a way to end episode 24. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Topher, as always, it has been your boy, Mr. Nastastic. Episode. Oh, should I show you the Frosty card? I haven't posted it yet. You know what? Before I sign off, because I haven't posted it yet, let's have a look at the Frosty card. For later on this week, this Thursday, episode 11 of Ferocity kicks off. Amber Reed punished for what happened last week, opens the show against Luna Asher. Asura in action, taking on the newly made team of Angel Kaido and Azure Dragon. Then we see Kristen Page take on Maddie Manhattan in our third matchup of the evening. Followed up Danielle Davis and Madison Miles. Their rivalry's been brewing for ages. They'll go in no rules. Tertiary main event though, Tori Rex, after attacking Jada Storm and Quinn Bell, will now face Jada Storm in her debut. Oh, the name's wrong there, but that's Mia Nishimura and Haley Jones taking on China Sage and Callie Casey. And then our main event sees Sarah Miller take on Tora Troy Evans. I get to fix that little rundown there. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stream Aaron. It's been your boy, Mr. Nastastic, episode 24 of Ignition. I will see you this Thursday